somewhere where there's some light. You can see what I've picked up. There it is. Couple of water heaters, washing machine, bike, metal, lamp, metal. And that's the heaviest damn washing machine I've ever lifted.
Front of your teeth, avoiding the sensitive back portion. You'll get the whitening where you need it with me. Scan this QR code and listen to my podcast, Q Squad by Maria Menounos.
And I got some gutter. I'm still looking. I don't have my light with me. And I can't record without it because you just see black. I've tried that once. So I'm still on the hunt. It's dark, but I'm still looking, and I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Find some more, I'll pull into another gas station and show you. I'll be back. Asshole. Well, if any of you, well, good morning, Scrap for Cash family. Should start off with that. I appreciate you all subscribing. I appreciate you all taking the time to watch the videos. If you're not subscribed and you come across me, if you'd be so kind as to subscribe and like the video and share it, that'd be awesome. I don't think I say that enough. But what I was going to say is, any of you that have watched my videos for a while, there is a certain piece of scrap that you come across from time to time, more often than not sometimes, that I really don't like. Even though it's nothing but solid or steel, not solid, but it's definitely metal. It's all metal. But they have a tendency to, inevitably, they're either pinch me, poke me, or stab me. And they get stuck on everything in the truck when I'm trying to unload. They're just absolutely a pain in my ass. And what are they, you might ask? Well, they're bed rails. And I come across them frequently. Some of them are taken apart. You know, you raise them up and one arm swings out and hits you in the head or pinches your finger, or they're not taken apart and they're as long and wide as the bed of my truck is. They just tend to be problematic for me. And realizing that they're metal, so I really shouldn't have an issue with them, but I do. The reason I'm bringing that up is because the only thing that would make that worse is to get a text from a neighbor of mine that tells me they're closing down their consignment shop and they have a truck bed full of bed rails that I can pick up. Now, am I going to pass those up? No, I'm going to pick them up. But I just find it ironic that one thing that I really have issues with, now I'm going to wind up with a truckload of them. But, not to look a gift horse in the mouth, it's going to be a truckload of steel. I think she even said a couple of the bed frames that they had were brass bed frames. So that's definitely going to be a plus. I may try to sell those rather than scrap them. Seems, depending on what kind of shape they're in, but if it's in a consignment store, seems like they would want better quality merchandise in there. So if they look good and are functional, then I may throw it out there and just see if anybody's interested in a brass bed. If not, then I know for sure where I can take them and get money for them. But later on today, and by later on I mean when I get off work, and it's going to be dark when I get off work, so I'm going to make sure I've got some lights so I can film the procurement so you can see how many bed rails these are. She sent me a picture of them, and there's a lot of them. There's just a lot of them. So it probably will take up the biggest part of one of my trucks, but tomorrow is Friday, so I'm going to have Sammy Hagar to go to the scrap yard because I didn't have a light last night, so you weren't able to see everything I picked up, but I picked up quite a few appliances last night. So Sammy Hagar will be loaded down, and then I'm going to have Old Red loaded down with bed rails. So tomorrow should be a decent couple of runs if she's able to do that. I just wanted to relay that info to you because I thought that was quite funny. The things that I really don't like picking up and I have passed on more often than not due to their size, I'm actually going to get a whole load of. Never know what you're going to do when this scrapping game gets in gear. I'll be back with you later on. Okay, so what we have is going to go tomorrow. These are circuit boards that came out of those 3 TVs. A little bit of wire. Not much. A little bit. Then I got some clean brass and dirty brass. So that will be drive-through. Then we have this. So there's going to be some rotors that go in. I get dumped separate. And then scrap. So what you saw me do today was taking the TVs apart, make use of my time since we lost power at work and had nothing else to do. So I've got this one loaded. When I leave here tonight, I'm going to go pick up a load of scrap at a consignment store. I will film that so you can see it, and hopefully have a video out for y'all tonight. So that's where I'm at. That's what we're doing. We got a load. Oh, excuse me. I'm at the consignment place. So let's start loading up my friends, of which I have a bunch. I was thinking about a man that might love me, but he never knew. I've always been a whole
When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she's looking for.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
Let's get out of here. That was the phone call that I received yesterday about bed rails. She wasn't lying. I believe there is a brass-ish. I mean, there's a brass-looking bed, but it's not brass. It's metal. And I think the one that's painted that it's not sticking to, I don't believe that's brass. I think that's probably aluminum. But there is a hell damn lot of metal on this thing. So that was, without a doubt, a successful run that I was able to make without honey. Just got a phone call to come get it, and that's a pretty big consignment store. Now she says they're closing it, so I don't know, it just didn't do well, but they got a lot of stuff there. That's a big store. So if anybody's needing anything in the Mason, Ohio area, furniture wise, stuff like that, that'd probably be a good place to check out. It's this and that consignment. If they're closing, then I'm assuming they're going to have a going out of business sale, if they haven't started that already. And deals galore could be had. So that's it with what I did last night and at work, and then what I've just done. There's a couple pretty nice loads here, so that'll be it. Not bad for a Thursday. Now she'll go to the scrap yard tomorrow to see what all this stuff weighs and pays, but we got 2 truckloads, and I mean, this truck is loaded. I can feel it. Or that's just the wind pushing me around, because the wind is definitely kicking out here. So have a wonderful scrap-filled evening, and remember, if you can't shop smart, then you're not dumpster smart. Okay, that was just dumb. Just remember to shop smart. Shop dumpster smart. Have a wonderful evening.